Hi guys, welcome to Stoic Venture. Today we're diving deep into a game-changing topic. Once a man understands this, everything changes with women forever. Buckle up because this is going to be an in-depth exploration, longer, richer, and packed with wisdom, about the unshakable power of a man's frame. Ready? Let's get started. It's easier to start over than to fix something that's broken. This couldn't be more true in dating. For a woman, entering a relationship is like stepping into a new reality, a reality shaped by the man's frame. So what exactly is a man's frame? A man's frame is his worldview, his boundaries, and his unspoken expectations. It's the structure within which the relationship operates. When a man has a solid frame, a woman intuitively understands what's acceptable, what's not, and how to act if she wants to keep him around. Here's the catch. Once a man sets his frame, it's locked in. It's not something you tweak or change midway, and that's why this concept is so crucial. Imagine this. A man spends years being walked on, cheated on, and disrespected. Maybe he bends over backward to please people, running in circles around the woman he desires. This is the classic weak frame, though I hesitate to use the term beta male. Women sense this weak frame immediately. Even if they don't consciously acknowledge it, they know. And this weak frame becomes the foundation for every interaction. It starts small. She raises her voice at him out of disrespect. He doesn't push back. Later, she crosses bigger boundaries, staying out late, withholding affection, or even cheating. Why? Because she knows there won't be consequences. The problem lies not with her actions, but with the frame she's stepped into. She's entered a world where boundaries are weak, and over time, she exploits that weakness. Here's the harsh truth. Once a woman sees you through the lens of a weak frame, it's almost impossible to change her perception. If you've ever heard of schema theory in psychology, this will make sense. Schemas are mental models we build based on past experiences. These models shape how we interpret future interactions. For a woman in a relationship, her schema of you, her mental model, is created early on. If that model is based on weakness, attempts to suddenly assert dominance will feel fake. It's like putting a new coat of paint on a crumbling wall. Think about it. If you've always bent over backward, and then one day you try to assert your boundaries, it creates cognitive dissonance. She'll resist because your behavior doesn't align with her mental model of you. That's why you can't just fix a weak frame. Real masculine frame isn't something you force. It's who you are. A strong masculine frame is effortless. It's not about being domineering or controlling. It's about being grounded in who you are. When a man embodies this frame, a woman naturally aligns with it. She doesn't need to be told to respect boundaries because she feels them without a word being said. But let's be clear, maintaining your frame doesn't mean you won't face challenges. Women, consciously or subconsciously, will test your frame. These tests might be subtle, a playful jab, or blatant, like questioning your decisions. These aren't bad signs, they're opportunities. Men who pass these tests without buckling gain something invaluable. Her trust. And with trust comes respect and attraction. Let's put theory into practice. Consider two scenarios. A man's partner is late to dinner. He doesn't address it, thinking it's not worth the conflict. Over time, she's late more often, sensing he'll always wait. In another scenario, the same man calmly addresses the issue the first time it happens. He's not angry, but he makes it clear that punctuality matters to him. She respects him for standing his ground. Notice the difference? In the second example, the man's boundaries are clear. He doesn't need to demand respect. It's naturally given because his frame is solid. Before setting boundaries, understand your values. What's non-negotiable for you? What are your goals? Your frame should be clear from the start. Don't wait until problems arise to assert boundaries. A strong frame doesn't waver. Once you set expectations, stick to them. You can't expect others to respect you if you don't respect yourself. Take care of your health, goals, and mindset. This brings us to the idea of grounding. Grounding is the ability to remain calm, composed, and focused under pressure. When you're grounded, external circumstances don't shake you. Women find this quality magnetic. Imagine a storm, chaotic winds, pouring rain. A grounded man is like the sturdy oak tree that stands firm amidst it all. His stability becomes a beacon of security for those around him. This is not about suppressing emotions, but about mastering them. Grounded men don't react impulsively. They respond thoughtfully. Let's delve into how this applies in real life. Picture a scenario where your partner is upset, maybe even blaming you for something unfairly. The ungrounded man reacts defensively, raising his voice or storming out. The grounded man listens. He doesn't interrupt or escalate the situation. When he speaks, it's with clarity and calmness. This doesn't mean he's a pushover. He sets boundaries if needed, but he does so without losing control. Over time, this grounded behavior builds trust and respect. Grounding ties closely with emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, manage, and express your emotions effectively while also empathizing with others. It's about balance. Too much emotional control can make you seem robotic, while too little can make you appear unstable. A high EQ enables you to navigate the complexities of relationships with finesse. For instance, recognizing when your partner needs reassurance versus when she needs space is a hallmark of emotional intelligence. This discernment enhances your frame. Another cornerstone of a strong frame is purpose. Purpose gives your life direction and meaning. When a man is purpose-driven, he exudes confidence and ambition. This doesn't mean you need to have all the answers or achieve massive success overnight. It's about progress and passion. Women are naturally drawn to men who are going somewhere in life. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand, it just has to be authentic. Maybe it's building a business, mastering a skill, or simply becoming the best version of yourself. When you're aligned with your purpose, you become less dependent on external validation. Your value comes from within, and that's incredibly attractive. Here's where many men go wrong. They make their relationship their sole focus. While it's essential to invest time and energy into your partner, neglecting your personal growth creates imbalance. A man who loses himself in the relationship often loses the respect of his partner. Think of your purpose as the sun around which everything else orbits. Your relationship, career, and hobbies revolve around it, but they don't consume it entirely. This independence fosters a healthy dynamic. When a woman sees that you're deeply committed to your goals, she's more likely to support and respect you. It's a win-win. But what happens when conflicts arise? How does your frame influence conflict resolution? A strong frame isn't about avoiding conflict. It's about navigating it constructively. Conflicts are inevitable in any relationship. The difference lies in how they're handled. A man with a weak frame might avoid confrontation altogether, hoping issues will resolve themselves. This rarely works. Problems fester, leading to resentment. On the other hand, a man with a strong frame addresses conflicts head-on, but with tact. He listens to his partner's perspective without being dismissive. He communicates his own needs clearly and calmly. This approach doesn't guarantee agreement, but it paves the way for mutual understanding. Communication is the backbone of conflict resolution. Yet many men struggle with expressing their thoughts effectively. They either shut down or become overly aggressive. Neither approach is conducive to a healthy relationship. The key lies in assertiveness. Assertiveness is the ability to express your needs and desires confidently while respecting those of others. It's a middle ground between passivity and aggression. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel unheard when our conversations are interrupted." Notice how the latter is more constructive? It focuses on your feelings rather than attacking your partner. Let's not forget the role of mystery in maintaining attraction. Mystery doesn't mean being secretive or dishonest. It's about preserving a sense of intrigue. In the early stages of a relationship, mystery comes naturally. You're still getting to know each other and every interaction feels fresh. Over time, familiarity can dull this excitement. To keep the spark alive, continue to surprise your partner. Share new experiences, pursue personal interests, and avoid falling into monotonous routines. Mystery keeps the relationship dynamic and exciting. Attraction is also closely tied to respect. Without respect, attraction fades. Respect isn't demanded, it's earned. A man earns respect through his actions, consistency, and integrity. He keeps his promises, treats others with kindness, and stands firm in his beliefs. When a woman respects you, she's more likely to remain attracted to you even during challenging times. Now, let's circle back to the concept of frame and how it applies to modern dating dynamics. The dating landscape has evolved significantly, especially with the rise of technology and social media. These changes have introduced new challenges, such as distractions, comparisons, and unrealistic expectations. Maintaining your frame in this context requires even greater self-awareness and discipline. It's about staying true to yourself amidst external pressures. For example, resisting the urge to constantly seek validation through likes or messages demonstrates confidence in your worth. Similarly, setting boundaries around technology use, like prioritizing in-person interactions over endless scrolling, reinforces your frame. As we approach the end of this exploration, remember that a strong frame isn't about perfection. It's about progress. You'll stumble and face setbacks, but each experience offers an opportunity to grow. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who uplift and challenge you. Invest in your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Celebrate small victories along the way. Everything changes once you understand the power of your frame. It transforms not only your relationships, but every aspect of your life. You become more confident, resilient, and fulfilled. And the best part? This journey is yours to own. Until the next video, this is Stoic Venture. Stay strong, stay grounded, and take control of your reality. Consider how frame affects the interplay between attraction and self-reliance. One of the critical mistakes many men make is confusing dependence for intimacy. This is particularly common in today's era of instant gratification. Self-reliance isn't about isolation or avoiding connection. It's about maintaining your individuality within the relationship. Women are often more attracted to men who have a life outside of them. They respect men who have passions, hobbies, and goals that don't revolve entirely around the relationship. Take a moment to reflect on this. If everything you do is centered on pleasing your partner, you risk losing yourself. And the irony is, this behavior often pushes people away rather than bringing them closer. A self-reliant man isn't afraid to set aside time for himself. He understands the value of solitude, personal growth, and self-care. This doesn't mean neglecting your partner, but rather ensuring that you bring your best self to the table. When you thrive as an individual, the relationship thrives too. In practical terms, self-reliance can look like maintaining your gym routine, pursuing a creative project, or dedicating time to friendships. It's about showing that you value your life beyond the relationship. This independent energy is deeply attractive because it conveys confidence and stability. Women are drawn to men who are comfortable in their own skin, who don't need constant reassurance to feel worthy. Another layer of frame is consistency. This isn't just about being predictable. It's about being dependable. Consistency builds trust, and trust is the bedrock of any lasting relationship. When your words align with your actions, you establish reliability. This doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. On the contrary, it's about being someone who can adapt while staying true to their principles. For instance, if you promise to be there for your partner during a challenging time, follow through. This consistency reinforces your frame as a man of integrity. Consistency also extends to emotional steadiness. Emotional highs and lows can be exhausting for both you and your partner. While it's natural to feel a range of emotions, how you handle them defines your frame. Do you lash out during disagreements, or do you approach them with a calm, solution-focused mindset? Emotional steadiness doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, but rather managing them constructively. It's about recognizing that your emotional state affects the dynamics of the relationship. A man who masters his emotions becomes a source of strength and stability. Let's dive into another crucial aspect of frame, the art of listening. Active listening is often underestimated but immensely powerful. When you truly listen to your partner, you validate her feelings and create a space for genuine connection. This doesn't mean agreeing with everything she says, but rather showing that you value her perspective. Listening is a skill that requires patience and practice. It's about being present, setting aside distractions, and giving your full attention. For example, imagine your partner comes to you with a problem. Instead of immediately offering solutions, pause and listen. Sometimes she doesn't need you to fix anything, she just wants to feel heard. Responding with empathy, statements like, "That sounds really tough," or "I understand why you feel that way," goes a long way in strengthening the relationship. Active listening demonstrates emotional intelligence and reinforces your frame as a supportive and understanding partner. Let's turn our attention to another often overlooked aspect of frame: humor. Humor is a powerful tool for building rapport, diffusing tension, and creating joy within a relationship. A man who can laugh at himself and bring lightness to serious moments exudes confidence. Humor shows that you don't take life too seriously, which is incredibly refreshing in today's fast-paced world. However, humor should be used thoughtfully. Sarcasm or jokes at your partner's expense can erode trust over time. The key is to use humor to uplift, not tear down. Picture this scenario. You and your partner are stuck in traffic after a long day. Instead of stewing in frustration, you crack a light-hearted joke about the situation. This simple act can shift the energy, turning a potentially negative experience into a shared moment of connection. Humor, when used wisely, strengthens your frame by showing resilience and positivity. The journey to mastering your frame is ongoing. It requires self-awareness, discipline, and a commitment to growth. But the rewards are profound. As you embody these principles, you'll notice shifts not only in your relationships, but also in your overall quality of life. You'll attract more respect, deeper connections, and greater fulfillment. Remember, this isn't about striving for perfection. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. The stronger your frame, the more magnetic you become. Not just to women, but to all aspects of life. Everything changes once you understand the power of your frame. It transforms not only your relationships, but every aspect of your life. You become more confident, resilient, and fulfilled. And the best part? This journey is yours to own. Until the next video, this is Stoic Venture. Stay strong, stay grounded, and take control of your reality. Let's dive in.